Whatever it is you're looking for, you're gonna come up short.
Does this mean you're not making me breakfast in the morning?
We're willing to die.
It's been a long wait, but fans can take comfort in one thing. XXX4 isn't officially cancelled, and in Hollywood, that's still a win. The idea of Vin Diesel stepping back into Xander Cage's shoes is still very much on the table, and given his track record with franchises like Fast and Furious and Riddick, there's always hope. If anyone knows how to bring back a fan-favorite character after years away, it's him. The last film in the series, XXX Return of Xander Cage, came out in 2017, and it ended up doing surprisingly well at the box office, earning around $346 million on an $80 million budget. That kind of success isn't something studios typically walk away from, especially when the star is someone like Diesel, who's known for turning every action-packed franchise he touches into a billion-dollar universe. So while there hasn't been an official green light just yet, the groundwork is already there for XXX4 to get rolling. And one of the biggest reasons fans are excited about a fourth installment is the potential for a fresh, expanded cast, something that Return of Xander Cage already hinted at. Remember how the third movie introduced Deepika Padukone, one of India's most celebrated stars?
What's up on you?
It's been a while since I played hot potato.
Casting her not only brought in a massive international fan base, but it also added a stylish, sharp presence to Xander's team. It worked so well that bringing in another major global name for XXX4 feels like a no-brainer. So, who could be the next big addition to Xander's crew? Well, with the franchise leaning more into international star power, someone like Samantha Ruth Prabhu or Alia Bhatt from India could be a fantastic choice. Both have proven they can handle high-energy roles and dramatic tension, and adding that kind of flair could elevate XXX4 into something even more dynamic. On the other hand, if the filmmakers are aiming for even bigger global attention, a crossover casting like Simu Liu or Henry Golding could also be considered, bringing martial arts, charm, and an established fan base into the mix. Although there's no confirmed production start date for XXX4, it's not like people have forgotten about it. The rights were secured back in 2018 by the H Collective and Vin Diesel's own One Race Films, giving them full control over the direction of the franchise moving forward. But just when it looked like the pieces were finally falling into place, legal troubles popped up. A company named Weying Galaxy filed a lawsuit, claiming a breach of contract related to the production of XXX4. That lawsuit dragged on for years, stalling any momentum the film had built. While the current status of the case isn't clear, legal entanglements like this are often a reason for delays in Hollywood. Still, the door hasn't shut completely, and that alone keeps hope alive. It's also worth noting that Ruby Rose, who played Adele Wolfe in the last movie, recently gave a bit of a lukewarm update. She mentioned that she hasn't heard anything new about the film in a long time, even joking that the last update she got was in 1974. Now, while that might sound discouraging, she was also quick to point out how much she enjoyed working with the cast and crew. So even though nothing's been officially announced, the people involved seem open to coming back. Now let's be honest, there's no XXX without Vin Diesel. If the movie happens, he's in, no question. But the bigger question is, who's coming along for the ride? Ice Cube's return in the last film as Darius Stone was a fun surprise, especially since he led the second movie when Diesel stepped away. Having both stars in the same film opens up the potential for a team-up like never before, adding that Fast and Furious-style crossover energy that audiences love. There were also reports back in 2018 that Jay Chou and Zoe Xiang had joined the cast. And even though nearly a decade has passed since then, those casting choices could still happen, especially if the story takes a more global turn. Bringing in diverse talent from different film industries would be a smart move if the next movie continues to build out Xander's crew for a worldwide mission. Fans can also hope to see Nina Dobrev's tech whiz Becky return, along with Donnie Yen's Xiang, who also added some martial arts firepower to the last film. These kinds of recurring characters keep the team interesting and give the movie its own flavor, separate from other action franchises. While we don't have confirmed plot details for XXX4, there were definitely some breadcrumbs dropped in Return of Xander Cage that hinted at a broader storyline. One big clue was Ice Cube's final scene, where he tells Xander that they are coming. That one line teased something larger than just one mission. It suggested a conspiracy or a system-level threat that could change the game. Director DJ Caruso spoke about the direction he wanted to take the next film, revealing that the concept was about watching the watchers. In other words, what happens when those in power, those meant to be holding others accountable, are actually the ones abusing that power. That storyline could push the franchise into more political thriller territory, giving it some added depth while still delivering all the action fans expect. So, it sounds like Xander and his team could be up against not just external threats, but also corrupt government officials or intelligence agencies. This would raise the stakes dramatically, because it turns the mission into something personal, ideological, and possibly dangerous for the whole team. And with Xander's no-rules approach, the conflict could be explosive. The action genre is always evolving, but what hasn't changed is the audience's appetite for slick, fast-paced movies with cool characters and wild stunts. With John Wick, Mission Impossible, and even Extraction dominating the genre, XXX is the perfect kind of franchise to come back swinging, especially if it adds new talent, upgrades the story, and keeps the heart-pounding sequences that made the original stand out. More than that, XXX4 has the chance to fix what State of the Union couldn't. It can solidify the franchise's identity by embracing what fans actually love: outrageous action, fun team dynamics, and a global scale. Deepika Padukone's inclusion was a step in the right direction, and doubling down on that international appeal with someone like Samantha Ruth Prabhu or another high-profile talent could take it to the next level. At the moment, nothing is officially in motion, but that doesn't mean it's over. If Vin Diesel wants to return as Xander Cage, and if the legal hurdles get sorted out, there's nothing stopping XXX4 from becoming reality. The demand is there, the audience is ready, and the setup from the last movie leaves plenty of room to explore something fresh. It's been a long road, but with Diesel's loyalty to his franchises and the kind of global momentum a new cast could bring, XXX4 could not only happen, it could be the best entry in the series yet. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.